Hello YouTube, my name is Nhân, and I'm not straight. Ever since I started this YouTube channel, the question that I was asked the most are... Honestly, I was really annoyed at first because it's my privacy and I have the right to tell people when I'm ready. But I've been asking myself the same questions ever since I was a kid. I have a lot of different feelings for different people with different genders. Hello, this is Nhân from the future. I just want to say that in this video, I spoke from my heart, so it was very impulsive and unplanned. So my future selfie will just add a couple of things to make things clear for you. So in this video, I will go through a few things. First of all, I will go through my love life. Disclaimer, very boring. Like Nhân, nobody wants to listen to your love life. So if you think this is boring, just skip to the next part, which is my coming out. And finally, my lessons coming out at 22 and my plan in the future. So this is the timestamps. And have fun watching me struggling, and also sometimes you will see me very nervous, like I will touch my necklace or something like that. Just ignore those, alright? Have fun! Okay, let's start off with elementary school. I had a crush on this girl. She was really smart. I was a very slow learner. When I was a kid, I didn't even know how to draw circles or like squares. I was confused between them. But then she finished all of her questions very quickly, and she was like one of the smartest students in the class. But then I didn't tell her anything. And then moving on into 3rd grade, this is like the biggest crush I've ever had on somebody. I've had a crush on this girl for like 2 years. It was funny because like I gave her all the attention, and then I would always write my name next to her name with like a heart in the middle, like everywhere on the board, on the table. Sometimes people would found it and they were like, who's the N and who's the H? I would interview her later in the video, so if you want to see her face, let's continue watching. And then moving on to middle school, I started having feelings for guys. It was very different because, as I mentioned, having feelings for girls, I was very energetic, ambitious. I would show them affections all the time. But then feelings for guys, for me personally, was so subtle. Like I like that guys because he looked so cool, he treated me so nicely, and I didn't know what that feeling was until now, thinking bad about it. I think I had like a crush on him. I didn't tell him anything, of course, because I thought I was just idolizing him. Yeah. Anyway, I started to develop feelings for different guys and different girls. Moving to high school, I had my first relationship with a guy. I did a lot of nice things with him as well, but like the furthest we did was like holding hands and kissing on the cheeks. That's it. Like I didn't even have my first kiss because I feel like we were moving too fast, so I broke up with him within 2 months. Yeah, I feel bad a little bit leaving him hanging like that, but that's what it is. It just, I wasn't ready for that. I was not accepting myself. And the same thing goes with moving on to college. When I moved to America for university, I didn't do anything. I didn't have any relationship with anyone. I had a crush on a few people, but then I would just focus on studying, and I try to push them away every single time I start liking them. So it was really hard. Like I didn't even accept myself. How can I accept the fact that I'm being with somebody? Yep. And that's all my life. Then I moved to the UK at 21 on March 2020, and I started working. But then the pandemic hit, and it's just me in front of the computer. It was a hard transition going from college, meeting so many people, to like sitting in front of the computer by myself. I was so lonely, I was so stressed the whole time. And then now London started opening up, and I was like, okay, having gone through the pandemic, my mental health went bananas, went downhill really quick. I just started living myself and accepting myself. So it came out with my parents. It came out with a few people that are important to me. And let's roll it. I just want to clarify that I've never had the urge to come out with anybody, even to my parents, because I feel like who I love is none of other people's business. And the reason why I come out with them right now and a few important people, because I want to respect them. I want them to know before I come out to the world, before I come out on YouTube. And you may be wondering why I decided to come out on YouTube. It's mainly because I want to encourage other people to live by themselves. And also I want to pave a new pathway for me to do more interesting videos. Like I tried dating apps for the first time, blah blah blah. So, spoiler alert. A fun fact that is also a really sad fact that I thought when I was screen recording something, I thought I would record my voice and also the other person's voice when we were talking, but no, it just record the screen. So you probably cannot hear anything that the other person was saying or I was saying. So I will have to tell you what I was saying. So the first question that I came out with were my parents, and I came out with them as gay instead of bisexual. Okay, call me selfish or whatever you want, but then I came out with them as gay because I don't want them to hope. Because I don't want them to think that I will have a relationship with a girl in the future. And honestly, although saying that I'm bisexual, I don't see myself marrying a girl because I prefer guys. I'm just gonna put it out there. Although, if you're bisexual and like you don't want to compare between man and female, it's okay. Gender is a spectrum. It's not a destination. It can move. Because I like girls. When I was a kid and growing up, I started knowing myself more and I realized that I'm bisexual. So you don't have to decide if you bisexual or gay or like something. Just a label. Whatever you feel comfortable with yourself, just call yourself that. Right? Okay, so I came out with them as gay, and honestly, I don't regret that, because as soon as I told them that I was gay, they asked me, have you ever tried out with a girl? And I'm like, oh no, okay. I was heartbroken at first, but then I started to think that they're probably just a little bit nervous about me, because honestly, I've never had a relationship, like big relationship to show my parents, and like I've never showed. I was very straight acting. It's not a good thing or a bad thing, but my parents didn't even notice because I'm just studying and studying all the time. So when they asked me a few difficult questions after that, like, have you ever tried out with girls? Were you like liking boys because it's easier? And then blah blah blah. So I had a fight with my parents for like a few days. I talked to my parents on the phone every day because I'm so lonely here. But then during the fight, I didn't call them for like 2-3 days straight. But now thinking about it, they're probably concerned about me. So I just want to clarify that my parents are very supportive of me the moment I came out to them. I'm very grateful of that. I'm very thankful to have my parents supporting me. But the reason why we had that fight was because my parents asked me a few difficult questions, and honestly, those questions sound very ignorant to me. I guess because I went to the US and the UK for a few years, so that's why those questions sound very ignorant. But like coming from them, they're from Vietnam, older generations, so I guess they're just very curious and a bit concerned because like they've never seen me with a guy before. So that's why we had the fight. But they were very supportive from the beginning. They just asked difficult questions that made me a bit mad. So, and then I came out with my friends and my brother and sister. They're very nice, like they're very supportive of me. And one thing I like the most, my brother, is that when I came out to him and I asked him if I came out on YouTube like this, would it be a struggle? Would it give him any challenges? And he said that no, he was really proud of me. And yeah, this is why I decided to just do it, just freak it, you know. And then my sister, she just okay, cool, and she went on with her studying. Yeah, it's so easy. I like that. When I told my friends in the UK that I would do a come out video, he told me that he haven't seen one since like 2014, 2015. But then I think, or I hope it will be important to some people, because Vietnam, where I'm from, although I love Vietnam very much, and there's although I love Vietnam very much, and there's quite a few gay people that I know in Vietnam, there's still quite a lot of people that being homophobic. So I hope that when this video come out, a few of you will feel appreciated, feel seen, and feel represented. Because, you know, we're the same. So because the screen recordings do not work, I asked my brother and a few of my friends to tell me what they feel when I come out. And honestly, it made me cry a little bit. Like, it made me very emotional. I'm not gonna show you how emotional I was while watching those videos, but I will show you the videos now.
Hi, thì khi mà nghe được cái tin này á, em cũng vừa bất ngờ mà vừa không bất ngờ. Bất ngờ ở chỗ á, là anh hai không có những gì em nghĩ. Bên trong hay như thế nào á, thì bên ngoài anh hai thể hiện nó không giống như vậy. Cho nên là khi cái việc này come out á, em cảm thấy khá là bất ngờ. Cái điều mà em không bất ngờ á là nó quá là phổ biến trong xã hội mình rồi. Thì cái việc anh hai là ai, anh hai làm gì, miễn sao anh hai cảm thấy hạnh phúc, vui vẻ và sống tốt cho xã hội thì em không có gì phải phản đối hết. Em phải hai tay ủng hộ chứ, đúng không? Nhưng mà cái tiếc ở đây á là anh hai không thể nào nói ra được sớm hơn. Thì maybe em có thể hiểu anh hai nhiều hơn và anh hai không cảm thấy cô đơn hay sao đó. Nhưng mà finally thì anh hai cũng come out rồi. Em cảm thấy rất vui vì điều đó. Chị muốn nói vậy thôi. Love you.
Hi, my name is Athena. I'm Young's friend from college, and Young came out to me when we were going to get sushi, and we were just talking about our love lives. And I just like casually like told him like I was talking to this girl and it wasn't working out, and I felt really comfortable like telling him that because we spent so many years in college together. And then after that he like came out to me, and then I just felt so happy when he did that because I just felt really reassured in our friendship and all the time that we spent together, that he felt comfortable sharing that with me. And it just made me happy that he wanted to share that part of me and wanted to learn more about himself. And like, you know, I just felt very proud of him in that moment, and excited to see like how much more like he'll grow and learn more about himself too.
Hey Nhân. Finally cảm thấy rất là vui khi mà Nhân quyết định làm cái việc này. Chắc là Nhân cũng đã đắn đo cả suy nghĩ, đã plan cái việc này khá là lâu rồi, và bây giờ cuối cùng cũng quyết định thực hiện. Thật ra cái lúc mà Nhân come out với Hạnh á là hình như Hạnh nhớ không làm là Nhân lúc đó ở với Huy Chương hay là ở với lại Béo. Xong rồi kiểu Nhân kể một cái chuyện gì Nhân đi chơi với ai á, xong rồi Nhân mới nói là wait, nhưng mà Hạnh biết Nhân gay đúng không? Xong rồi Hạnh kiểu nên là I'm always supportive because I thought that you're just the most incredible when you're yourself, and you're the happiest when you're yourselves as well. So Hạnh mong là những người yêu quý Nhân, những người mà đó giờ subscribe hay là follow Nhân sẽ cảm thấy vui khi mà Nhân thực sự được là Nhân, và Nhân kể cái câu chuyện này cho mọi người. So just wanna say I love you. Subscribe people.
Hai Nhân, bữa giờ cũng hơi bận cho nên là hôm nay mới có thời gian rảnh để quay cái video này cho Nhân. Cũng hơi bất ngờ là tại vì Nhân bảo là Nhân muốn come out ra là Nhân là bisexual, cho nên là cũng kiểu đứng hình vài giây, kiểu tại hồi xưa Nhân cũng hồi lúc mà còn nhỏ nhưng cũng có từng mọi người ở trong lớp cũng bảo là Nhân thích Hương. Nói chung là bất ngờ thì cũng có bất ngờ tí xíu lúc đó thôi à, tại vì tụi mình chơi thân với nhau cũng từ lúc nhỏ rồi. Mặc dù là có khoảng cái khoảng thời gian đi du học thì hai đứa ít nói chuyện với nhau hơn, nhưng mà cái thời gian nghỉ vừa rồi Nhân về Việt Nam, Hương cũng về Việt Nam, hai tụi mình có gặp nhau nhưng mà cũng không nghe Nhân nói gì hết. Rồi vừa rồi thì Nhân lại bảo với Hương là Nhân muốn come out ra như vậy, nhưng mà Hương nghĩ that's okay. Nếu mà Nhân cảm thấy là cái việc mà Nhân come out ra như vậy Nhân cảm thấy vui vẻ hơn, kiểu cuộc sống của mình dễ dàng hơn, thoải mái hơn, thì Hương rất là ủng hộ Nhân cái việc đó thôi. Với cái nữa Hương cũng biết là tụi mình sống xa gia đình như vậy thì cái việc mà thoải mái đầu óc, cái việc gì mà mình cảm thấy hạnh phúc, kiểu làm cho cuộc sống của mình hàng ngày nó dễ dàng thì nó rất là quan trọng luôn. Tại vì Hương may mắn hơn là Hương còn có anh chị họ đồ ở đây. Còn Hương biết là Nhân ở bên Anh sống một mình, thì nếu mà cái việc Nhân cảm thấy Nhân come out ra như vậy, Nhân vui vẻ thì tại sao không? Cho nên là I think
There's a few reasons why I decided to come out right now instead of a few years ago. The most important reason is right now I'm financially independent. So even if some people don't accept me, I'm still fine being on my own. It is very radical. I admit it sounds very radical. But then it's important to me that I am being independent. Like, I don't care what other people think anymore. And even if you don't accept me, you don't like me, I'm still fine. And the same goes with all of you. If you feel like you're not ready, then don't come out yet. Give yourself time. It's important that you feel comfortable with your own time, with your own self, before coming out with other people. Some people that you trust, some people that are fine with you. Some people would never understand you being yourself. So just ignore those people. But come out with the people that are important to you, and people will probably accept you. I've heard so many bad stories about people coming out with their family members, and then family members cut them off, their parents cut them off. So that's why I feel I should be independent first before coming out with my parents. And yeah, that's the most important reason why I come out right now. And secondly, I accept myself right now. Before I didn't accept myself very much. I'm still looking for my sexuality, and right now I'm still honestly looking for my sexuality, but I'm more open with it now. I feel more comfortable. So I decided to do more videos about this topic because I feel like it's important to show people, especially where I'm from, Vietnam. I don't feel like we've seen a lot of videos like this. So if you want to see more, just click like and subscribe and give me a comment on what you want to see. But I promise to you it'd be more rated. My lesson of coming out at 22 is that I'm very grateful and thankful to have open-minded and understanding parents and friends. They're very supportive of me. Yeah, honestly, I know that a lot of people don't have that privilege. So just come out whenever you're ready. But for me, I'm very thankful of that. And honestly, although I told you that I don't have the urge to come out with anyone, it's still a huge relief for me to come out to the people that I trust. Now I can talk to my mom and my dad. Not very much my dad, not yet, but I can still talk to my mom about like meeting other people, more comfortable with myself and open to my sexuality journey. It's honestly so fun, and it's a part of me that was missing before, and now I'm happy to have that, and I'm happy as well to be able to share that to you guys. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's very quick, it's very short, but I hope you feel appreciated, feel seen. Bye bye.